another episode of Steph's Design Space. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Okay, I haven't pre-done this. Like I usually try to do one to show you, but I didn't. But what I am going to do is I have all these playing cards. And we're just going to decorate them up with tissue paper. Now, I've done this with napkins. You can also do it with sewing patterns. And I was going to be like, oh, let me get all this stuff out. But y'all know that I'm not going to get all that done. Now, I might be able to get all these cards done. Maybe. We will see. And then I also have some gigantic playing cards that I'm going to decorate. So, without further ado, let's just get started. Let me do the big ones first. So, I do have various tissue papers here. And I thought these would be fun to do. I got these on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and I have not seen them since. I know. Okay, I have my fan going. I also have my sewing machine out. Shocker. Because I thought maybe we will be able to sew a few of these. Oh my gosh, the wind. I can't give up my fan though, y'all. So sorry. I just need to cut, because I have a new fan. And if you were on my Monday Night Live in my Facebook group, you know all about fans now. Okay, so I'm just going to set this over here in my pile of please put this stuff away sometime soon. Okay, so I am just going to, this is why people back in the day had, what are those things called? Paperweights. Okay, so I'm going to do that one. You know what I'm going to have to do is, like, this fan is oscillating, so I'm just going to stop that for the moment. At some point, I have to... Okay, so that should be fine now. But yeah, back in the day, they had paperweights because they only all they had was windows. Okay, so these are some different cards, like different backs of the cards. So I really like the unique one. So there's that one, and then this one has like, looked like a kid painted it. Look at those flowers, pretty. I think I'm going to use some of the pink over here for those. Look at that. And then we have this one. And we have this pretty owl. And then I have a couple of these as well. I think these up here were a gift. I do have 2 decks of these, and I think I have like a 1.5 decks of these left. But I don't want them to all have the same backing, so, or like the same decoration. I am going to do that one, and I think that's what I'm going to do for these. So, let me go ahead and just cut this. It'll be easier to work with. And you can use these for all kinds of things in your junk journals. Decoration, and if we have time, I may decorate like a few beyond this. Now, I just use a glue stick. Other people use Mod Podge. Use whatever makes you happy. I have used Mod Podge. I'm not opposed to Mod Podge. I just don't like wet glue. I don't know how else to say that. But yeah, I don't care for wet glue. So that is my own personal problem and preference. Okay. So this is so thick, it feels like there's more than one. So we're going to go around the edges. And I also don't use a ton of glue. Well, this is just all coming out. I'm like, I don't use a ton of glue as it all spills out. Hockey puck. So we're just gonna hockey puck that down so it has like a good seal. Let me see if I can rescue some of this blob. Now you can do both sides if you wish, or you can just do one side or the other. Nice and stuck down. So how has everybody been? What is today? Today is it only Tuesday? It is. Y'all, I feel like it should be Friday already. I is tired. Let me put that up there. Okay, and I am just going to get my water pen and just go around. To me, it's just easier. This is what I do with my napkins. So this is a water pen. Now, I honestly don't know how well it's going to work with this tissue paper. Because in theory, it's supposed to just make it to where I can, yeah, do this. Ugh, you are in my way. And it just gives it that really rugged look, right? Like, look, isn't that already like a most beautiful card? So I am going to have to like touch up some glue right there. And that is okay. Yep, I'm just going to sling that to the floor. And just going to go around. I think I'm all talked out. I talked so much on my live last night, and I feel like I've just said everything, but not all of y'all watch my lives, and that's okay. I do have, I think we talked about my trip a lot last night. So we took our daughter, who has been camping a multitude of times since she was a kid, but her daughters, our granddaughters, have not been camping. And so they went to their first camping trip. Now, when our kids were growing up, we had tents, and it didn't matter how hot it was. We now have a camper because it does matter to me how hot it is. So we have a camper, and yeah, I am not, there is nothing about me that says roughing it. So we had the camper, and but they got to see all kinds of animals and all kinds of fun stuff, and they really had such a good time. Tons of insects, walking sticks, all that kind of thing. It was really nice. It was a lot of fun. Okay, I'm just gonna set these to the side. I will touch them up in a brief moment. Scissors. So I'm just gonna cut. I'm not even measuring. I'm just gonna cut some. That should be enough. Now this is the flowered one. And so I think I want to do this and this. Do I even have enough space for a big one? Yeah. I'm going to do one of those. And I think that's it. I'm going to do this on something different. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to do these just the same exact way. It's the edges, like the little corners, that I know have to like have some serious glue. That's why I like the hockey puck, because I can smush it really good. Also, I can use one of my smusher cards from my boxes. They're supposed to be double-sided, but this one was messed up, so I just left it single-sided. And this honestly may work better than the hockey puck, so I like to get it way down in there. There's some glue on here. Let's utilize that. Yep, and this glue stick is almost out. It is out. So we can set that there. I don't know. Because when you smush glue like this, it does kind of smush it out. So it can reach more places. And this glue stick has done its duty. Now to get another one. Okay, just making sure. And now we have this big one. So it's so funny. So I'll share stories that I didn't share on my live. So the people who are watching this, who also watch my live, get different stories. So when my husband and I met, I had just turned 21 and he was 30. Yes, because he is 9 years older than I am. I had just turned 21. I had just had my second baby. She rather was born in December, and I was out with my friends getting a night away in May. So that would made her what, 5 months old? And that's when I met my husband in a bar. That's when we met. We didn't start dating or anything at that time. But anyway, but when we did start dating, like I hadn't gone fishing or hunting or anything. Like that's just not what we did. And where's my pen? My water pen. Anybody know? Oh, I put it back. Anyway, so, but that's all his family did. Like his family was hardcore hunters, fishers. They were just outdoors people. And so on our dates, like when I didn't have the girls, on our dates, we went fishing and hunting and camping and all of that fun stuff. So that is how, and I fell in love. Like I didn't realize that I was an outdoor girl. I really do love the outdoors. I hate that I get so hot right now, but I really do love the outdoors. And yeah, he exposed me to so much amazing things. And then of course, you know, that is stuff that we shared with our own kids. But all of our dates, like our weekend dates, were camping, fishing, hunting, depending on what season was. That's what we did. And I don't regret it, not a minute of it. I'm just trying to get that off, it feels weird. Okay, so we have that one. And then we have this one. And again, they don't have to be perfect. I'm okay that that came off the corner. I'm not going to stress over that. I'm okay that there's wrinkles. They don't have to be perfect, but they do wreak havoc on your hands. Okay. So let me get this one off. I remember one time we were fishing, and we were just fishing off the bank, and I caught a big fish. It's a drum. I don't know if you know, you know. If you don't, you can look it up. But it was a big one. It had to be at least 5 to 8 pounds. And I was reeling it up and got it right up to the bank, and it got off the hook. Now we were like up a little bit on the bank, right? So we were like here we were standing here, and then the water's down here. Okay, so here's the water, and we're standing up here, and I reel it up and it plops off the hook right there. I am not lying when I tell you, my husband jumped in the lake, got the fish, threw it back up on the bank, just so I wouldn't lose a fish. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I fell in love with my husband. Not really, I fell in love with him before that. So, yeah. He didn't want me to miss out on the fish, so he jumped in the water and grabbed it. Oh, where's my trash can? There it is. Alright, I have been dying. Oh, you know what? I have these and I don't know. Like, what does this say? This just says paper lace. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's look at it. Let's see what it is and if it will work. No, but that would look good on all kinds of stuff. Let me just see it on this one. I mean, it doesn't have the same kind of context, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of hangs off. So I'm going to say no, but, hello. This is so pretty. I think I got this from an estate sale. I think I got this from the estate sale thing. 6 shards, paper lace, Queen Mary White. I don't even know where this is from. NPR Associates. Anyway, so that is not going to work, but I've been dying to open this one. So if you go to like Marshall's, that's where I got this. Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, all of those stores. Oh, I thought there would be a thing at the bottom. I always go and look at their like party section, stuff like that. And also at the very front, like one of those gotcha locations. Haha, gotcha, buying stuff because it's right up here and it's so pretty. So that's where I found this, and oh my gosh, can we just, oh, that's so gorgeous. I know, I buy tissue paper for the sole purpose of crafting, and what is so funny to me, so when my grandkids come and say, Nana, you know, I need tissue paper because they're going to a birthday party or what have you, I will just give them the plain, like, here you go. You're just getting the plain tissue paper. Sorry, babies. The decorative tissue paper is for Nana and her crafts. I want to try this gray. Like, not often you see gray tissue paper. So I want to try the gray, and I think I also want to try the green. Now, I know it doesn't have decoration, but that's okay. We have decoration. And it may be too dark. I don't know. But what I do know is if we don't try, we will never know. Okay, so I have all of that I want. I'll put that back in the bag. You know I'm not. I don't know why I'm lying to myself. I'm not putting nothing back in a bag. It'll go back in the drawer, but not in a bag. Okay, so I'm going to do this smart. I'm going to keep this folded in half, and we're just going to cut it like this. So I have that. Oh, so pretty. And I just really feel like this may be too dark to even know that there is a card underneath it. Oh, you can kind of see. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with that. So I'm gonna cut this. We're gonna do it the other one. Oh, it's right there. Okay, and then the gray. So let's get some of that. No, I can't cut straight for nothing. For nothing. Okay. Now on this, and you know, I kind of think I do want it directional so the flowers and stuff are going up. Excuse me, I don't know what the deal is with my throat. Alright, so I want to do one of these for sure. Maybe two. Two of her. And I'm trying to make sure that the flower parts are also in there. think I'm going to do the green on that one. Let me try the gray on that one. We'll do some flowers. Okay, and then I want the big one. I want the big one on the flowers, so that is what we are going to do. Is it so pretty? So pretty. All right. Blue. I know, it's not, I don't know. It's so hard for me to talk non-stop. My actual jaw hurts when I talk too much. And I really am like a quiet crafter, if that makes sense. So if I'm in here crafting, I don't have like the radio on or shows or noise of any kind. I love just to be in the quiet. But I will say, like, as an introvert, when I do talk a lot, like when I have to be on, as they call it, it is exhausting. And that's probably why, especially if I'm doing a lot of videos or lives or, you know, stuff like that, or meetings and different things where I'm having to be on. That is probably why I do enjoy just sitting in the quiet. I'm just going to cut this. I think it'll be easier to maneuver. But that's probably why I do sit in the quiet, is for those to kind of store up for the times that I have to be on. I know you're going to blow away. I didn't think about that, but that could be a thing, right? So if you're not part of my Facebook group and you don't want to be, that's okay. There's absolutely no pressure. You do you. But I did do some sneak peeks last night of a new release that's coming out. And it's a lot of it. It's more than just this, but a lot of it is peacocks. Where's my Smoosher card? And they are so, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, absolutely gorgeous peacocks. So we have background pages, and we're gonna have ephemera packs. Gorgeous stuff. So yeah. In the water. I love this water concept. And I know that scissors can cut just as well, but I like the roughness of it. It just gives it more of a textured, tattered look. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. Like, I would play with cards like that. I couldn't read them, but I would play with them. Okay, so this goes in my scrap box. I've learned to put like different boxes down beside me because inevitably all my stuff goes on the floor. So I figured if I had specific boxes like put away or scraps, then it makes it a little easier. Just a hair. Okay. So did I tell you I have the sewing machine out because I was gonna sew around a few of these just for looks. Like, it's not gonna do anything like hold it on better or anything like that. I was just gonna do it for looks. Because I know I've been talking about putting my sewing machine out and showing y'all forever. Now, this sewing machine, my son and daughter-in-law got me a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago, for Mother's Day. It is a cheapy one off of Amazon, and it's advertised for beginners and children. And let me tell you, I still struggle. But it is definitely good. It is an easy learn. I don't even know what name it is. I'm looking at it. I don't even see the name. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this because trying to maneuver that is just ridiculous. Because I'm not going to need more than, ouch, cut my freaking finger off. Oh. And I'm going to go ahead and do this one too, just so it is done. But yeah, I'll show y'all here in a minute because I think I am going to have time to sew around. So we can do that. We can play a bit. I just have all of these out and I don't want to put them away, so we're gonna get it done. So I said this was gonna be gray. This is gonna be green. What do I want this one? Green. I love pink and green together. We'll do that there. Yeah, we'll do it that way. All right, let me go ahead and get these down. And that is, I like doing these, like these are easy to mass make. You can just lay it down, glue, smush, glue, smush, glue, smush. And so you're just taking what would be a boring playing card. When I say boring, I mean the back sides are beautiful, but then you have like the 9 of hearts. But when you cover it up and then you, with paper, pretty papers, and then you can decorate it with flowers or stickers or whatever you want, right? Because we already know there are 0 rules. And Steph's Design Space, junk journaling, there are 0 rules. You do what makes you happy. Like, I know a lot of these things are inspired, you know, by others. I think we're at a point now where there's probably not so many original ideas, like somebody has thought of it or a variation of. So, you do you. It doesn't have to be exactly like other people's. It can be. If that makes you happy, then you do that. All right, water. Okay. And I have looked for water pens like this one, and all I can find is the water brushes. And I don't like the brushes as much. I have one sitting over there. I don't care for it for this purpose. To me, the pen works so much better. And I don't know where I got this from. Probably my sister. So my sister was a big scrapbooker. And she moved in with me for a little while until she got on her feet. And when she moved out, she was just like, I'm not going to keep all this stuff. So I was like, ooh, I'll take it. Ooh, pick me, pick me. And so I got quite a few things from her that I just love. And I believe that was probably one of them. I could be wrong. I don't know for sure, but it sounds good. I'm going with it. That is one thing I never got into is scrapbooking. It stressed me out. See, for me, scrapbooking has too many rules. You know, the rules of 3 and put this here and this has to be whatever. And I know you can honestly do whatever you want. But it was a stressful concept and I never did it. Plus, we had 5 kids, y'all. Okay? You know how many pictures that is? You know how many, like, no. Unless you started it from day 1, like trying to go in and start scrapbooking when all of your kids are like already past babyhood. You know, you got 12-year-olds, you have 14-year-olds, you have 7-year-olds. No. Nope and nope. So I never did it. Now my sister only has the one. She just has my niece. So I could see how, I mean, if I only had one, it'd be like, yeah, I can do that, right? Because you don't have to pick and choose all the pictures and blah, blah, blah. And what do you do with pictures when there's multiple kids in it? And where do those go? And see, already. Like, just too much stress. So I did the old-fashioned way and put them in picture frames and hung them on a wall. And even that was stressful for me. I'm like, okay, which pictures do I put up on the wall? And what if there's more than, you know, more of one and not the other? And just overthinking it. It's just too much. So, all that to say, I didn't do scrapbooking. But I do know that that is probably one of the reasons that I absolutely just do love and enjoy junk journaling. Is because I don't have to worry about that. I worry about nothing. Are you wet? Yeah. Just figured that would be the easiest thing. I feel like this gray has some kind of like shimmer or coating or something. Maybe it's just me. Probably is just me. But it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like it gets as wet. Okay, almost done with these, and then I will, I did make sure that the sewing machine is in good working order, and the thread's all bobbined, and see, I have no idea. Like, none of that stuff. If I mess something up, I am straight to YouTube to figure it out, because I know nothing. I do know that I messed it up one time because I was making a snippet roll and I used like a packing type tape. Don't do that. Do not use your sewing machine on tape. It will mess up that needle and then you have to change out the needle, and that was a horrid fiasco. I did it, but it was not pleasant. So my advice is, if you are doing any kind of craft, don't make tape a part of that craft if you're going to use the sewing machine. Because even though I had the tape all covered up with paper and what have you, it still like went through, and so it kept picking up the sticky part, like the glue part. Yeah, it was not good. All right, so I feel like, I mean, we're 35 minutes in, which is great for me. So I feel like we do have some time. Now, I can't sew worth a diddly, okay? But practice does make perfect. Now this one, so this is the sewing machine, okay? So I'm going to kind of put it, hopefully, to where y'all can see. I mean, obviously I can't tip it, but it does come with a foot pedal, which I really like. But you can also do it manually here, which throws me right off. So that's a no. So I'm glad it came with like a little foot pedal. I'm trying to get it to where it's not weird for me to push down here on the floor. And I'm going to try this one first, just because. So I have this out to the side. And if I'm going this, and I always have to do this, so I'm going this way, and I'm going to lift and turn. Yeah, so we're going to do this one first. Okay. All right. My foot pedal is not right. Ugh, I have to scoot back a little bit. Is it down? Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't. Nope, wrong way, Stephanie. I probably should have went down further, but anyway, this is, again, no rules, just doing something different. Hey, I'm surprised I'm remembering any of this stuff, so there is that. for me, it's like lining it up. Like, where does it go and how does it do and all of that. So I'm going to turn it this way. You can see my very... Okay, and now I have to reverse it. And that keeps it from... Oh, see, I did something. Oh, there, it's loose. I just know that these two things have to be out at all times. So the bobbin and the thread. And now we have it sewn around. And it just gives it character, like, you know what I mean? So that is sewing it. I want to try a big one. I think, let's do this one. I want to see what that looks like, and maybe I can sew a wee bit better. Probably not, but like straighter. That is my thing, is keeping it from being all wobbly. Okay. It's because I'm so tense. Like, y'all have no idea. Okay, and then and also too, it doesn't help that the cord is kind of there. And then, see, I don't know how to do this. I guess I have to just fold it over because it doesn't fit in there. Well, you're just learning with me. Aren't y'all excited? I don't even know if y'all can hear me talking over this. And then turn. I didn't go too far. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not sewing it to hold anything together, right? Hey, can we just talk about how impressed I am that... Oh, wrong way. I'm just, this thread is going everywhere, and so I'm probably like totally gonna screw this up. Yep, I already see it. So my thread came out of my needle right here. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it, but towards the end, like if you look, when I turned it around, the thread came out of my needle, and so there's no sewing down here. There's a bunch of holes, but at least I know what it's from. So here is the thread that was supposed to be in the needle. But anyway, that is, oh, that's still attached. I was like, wait, what? So that is like sewing on things. And do I have the snippet roll that I tried to sew that messed it up? I think it is this one. I don't know how I have that. Oh, it's paper clipped. So, wow, I really put these on here, didn't I? Anyway, this is the snippet roll that I sewed, and but it was on the sticky glue stuff, and it really messed it up. But anyway, that's how that works. So this is my snippet roll holder that I made. Isn't it pretty? Anywho, so that is that, and I'm not going to go back and sew that because I'm lazy and I don't want to. But what I will do is add some lace, like a strip of black lace over it, and then kind of decorate from there. So yes, so this is just covering up, and this little, my gosh, to me this is like prepping for deco. So I have prepped these cards, and so now I can go in And I can do that on another video. I can go in and decorate these cards so you can see what they would look like decorated. So we are going to do that in another video, not the next video. The next video I already have planned, and honestly I already have all the stuff on my other desk to do that next video. So this one will have to be another time, and that's okay. But I even like the plain ones, because I feel like between, let me see if I can grab something. Okay, this is too big, but whatever. Like I could put something bright on there, like this blue peacock, or, you know, something like this on here, and with a little bit of lace or something up in the corner. Another thing I'm going to do is probably ink up the edges. So there's a plethora, big words, of things that can be done when you kind of cover the number part of the card. And then I still have, like, some of these cards are so fun. So that is it. So I pulled out my sewing machine. I am so proud of myself because I was really scared to do that, mainly for the reason of, you know, what if something doesn't work right and all of that, which it kind of didn't, but it's okay. It wasn't the end of the world. So, yep. All right, guys, y'all know what to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, share with your friends. Check me out in all the places in the description box below. And until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.